Okay, question number one, simple division. 1, 2, 3, 4.4 divided by 8. 8, 1 times is 8 minus 4, 3 will be dropped. 8 fives are 40 minus 3, 1 digit will be dropped. 4, 8 fours are 32 minus 2, 1 digit will be dropped and decimal can be shifted upwards. So 8 3 times is what answer would be 154.3. Uh, this is simple multiplication. So 7 can be cancelled out to 56. 8 3 times 8 is 24. So this is a 3 cross 3 square grid. It means this one box is 1 by 1. So this would be one box. We need to find the area of the shaded region, and if you combine these two, this could be one box, and if you combine these two, this could be one box. So write on the fraction that is shaded, it would be 3 by 9 or 1 by 3. Evaluate point, it would be zero point 0.5 times zero point 0.5, that would be 0. We need to find x as 36, this is 90 degree, so we can subtract 120 plus 40, that is 160 from 270, and answer would be 110. Straight line, as they say, it is an equilateral triangle, so all angles are 60, and as it is a straight line angle is 180, so y would be 120. Benjamin's age is 3 years. Mariam's age is 5 years younger than Benjamin. Younger than Benjamin. In these type of questions, when you are comparing something with the other value, so the other value would be written first always. So it should be t minus 5. Colin's age is twice as Benjamin. In terms of t, it would be 2t. Okay, substitution question 5. Value of A is 3 minus 2. Value of B is minus 2. And it will be 15 plus 4, 19 would be your answer. Using the brackets, we need to make total as 9. So, yes, it would be 8. 8 times 2 would be 16 minus 7 would be 9. So, this bracket is fine. Insert the symbols to make it 20. So if you multiply these two and add these two, I think this would be fine. 10 plus 3 plus 7. Do not forget about rule, division, multiplication should be done first. That's why it was 10. Complete the shape, one line of symmetry. So actually it is a reflection of the shape. So it can be completed in this way. Hexagonal rotational symmetry of 6. If hexagon, we know that this is a six-sided polygon, and if it is rotational symmetry 6, it means definitely it is a regular hexagon. And perimeter of the hexagon is 30. So what would be one side? 30 divided by 6. One side would be of 5 centimeter. Now we have to draw the sketch. Whenever the word sketch is used, you do not need to draw it exactly. You just need to give the idea. So we will just show that It is a regular hexagon, all sides same, and every side would be of 5 centimeter. Temperature, coldest to hottest. So the more in negative would be coldest. Minus 21, minus 18, minus 10, minus 2, 17. Temperature colder than, so it will drop more further 5 degrees. While dropping, it will go more in negative. So minus 23. Find the length of longest piece. These are the ratios of three pieces. So longest one is this one. So you can use the method of cross multiplication over here, method of rate. So first I will write the centimeter, then I will write the ratio. Let's first of all use shortest. Shortest one is 180 centimeter and its ratio is 3. Then the longest. For longest, the ratio is 5. We do not know its length. Use cross multiplication. So it will be 300. While using cross multiplication, the thing that is joining with x will always go in the denominator. Sometimes a student make the sum of cross multiplication wrong. So this should be kept in mind. Find the length of total. So same process can be repeated 183 and x, and what's the total ratio? 3, 5, 8, 12. So this time 720 will be the answer. Transformation A onto B. How we can see that either it is a reflection or not. For that purpose, you may join any two lines. If the lines are parallel, it means it is reflection. Since you can see the lines are not parallel, so definitely it is not reflection. And in translation, it does not tilt. In enlargement, the size is changed. So only one thing is left, 100%, that is rotation. So we can see it is coming this way. So it is clockwise and 90 degrees. Why 90 degrees? Because it just jumped for one quadrant. So you can, every time in rotation questions, you can take 2 marks easily. You can write its rotation 90 degree clockwise. Third mark is of your center of rotation, which takes a little longer for that purpose. So to find the center, you may join any two corners and take its bisector, perpendicular bisector. So I think it is pointing towards origin, and it definitely makes sense that this is actually your 90 degree. So it is definitely origin. Otherwise, you can use the other perpendicular bisector. It will go from the same or 0 comma 0. So it is from origin. Center is origin. Okay. In these type of question, first of all, convert the mix into improper. It would be 4 by 3 into 8 by 3, 8 by 9, sorry. And we have to give the answer in mixed number. So no cancellation can be possible. 32 over 27, and answer would be 1 whole 5 by 27, which cannot be further simplified. All right. Kate has bunch of grapes. She ate 1 by 4 in the morning, 2 by 3 in afternoon. What fraction has not eaten? So let's calculate how much she has eaten already. So 1 by 4 plus 2 by 3. To simplify it, you can cross multiply and multiply the denominators with themselves. So it would be 3 plus 8 over 12, that is 11 over 12. So we can see 11 out of 12 parts are eaten, only 1 out of 12 part will be left. For inequalities, do not try to make your variable negative. So I'm not going to move 3x from here. In fact, I'll move this x towards 3x. Over here, minus 5 and 7 will be moved over here. So minus 5 minus 7 minus 12, 2x. So x is less than minus 6. Ali keeps record and estimate the probability that Ali will not win the next computer. So probability is basically related to your statistics, and in all kind of statistic questions, uh, if you have a bigger sample space, so that the data will be, your result will be more accurate. So from our first information we have the probability that is 4 out of 6, and from the other we have probability that is 13 out of 20. So this is a bigger sample. Why I am stating it? Because in the next question they are asking us to give the estimate that he will not win in the next game. So student may get confused that which probability should be used. So this is a bigger sample. If he is winning 13 out of 20, so 7 out of 20 is the chance that he will not win the next game. Spinner is spun n times relative frequency. Relative frequency is actually frequency over total. Your n would be total. And we need to find the spinner is 14 times. Okay, so 14 over n is 0.2. So what would be n? You can interchange them. 14 over 0.2 will be 70. In bearing questions, 1 mark questions, it's very easy. Whenever same word is used, same position is used and interchange, just add up 180 in the given bearing, you'll get your answer. And sometimes after adding, if it is crossing 360, it means 180 is already added. Now you have to subtract it. In this case it is not exceeding it, so it would be 6, 8 plus 5, 13, 336 would be your answer. This is a good question, 2 marks. In such kind of question, always keep in account the units. And it's understood that map is smaller. So in the map, the unit should be in centimeter, and in the actual real life, that same place would be in kilometers. But whenever the ratio is used, ratio does not have the same ratios does not have any unit. For that purpose you need to remove the unit. For removing the units you need to make the units on the both sides same. So as they are giving us the hint that on this side it should be 1, so let's convert the kilometers into centimeters. So it would be something like this: 4.5 centimeter ratio 900,000, because in 1 kilometer there is 100,000 centimeters, 900,000 centimeters. So this is the problem of unit is solved, but now I have to make this thing equal to 1. So 1 ratio 900,000 over 4.5 multiply by 10 in the both numerator and denominator for to remove the decimal. So it will be 9 million over 45. So 45 times 2 is 90. So my answer would be 200,000. Expansion: 15x minus 10 minus 6x plus 9. Like terms: 9x and minus 1. Now first bracket and then second bracket with the second element. So it would be 2x square minus 14x plus 3x minus 21. 2x square minus 11x minus 21 would be your final answer. Sequence. Let's check it out whether it is arithmetic or geometric. So you can see plus 6, plus 6, plus 6. So the difference is same. It is your first difference formula, that is Tn T1 plus D into n minus 1. Your T1 is the first term. Difference is the difference between the consecutive terms, that is 6 in this case. Simplify it, and your expression of the nth term would be 6n minus 5. If you can get some time after the paper, you can check it out as well. Like your term 3 is 13. So if I place 3, the answer should be 13. 18 minus 5, yes, it's checked. Sectors, area. So a sector is basically some fractional part of your circle. So this time how we can identify it is x over 360. X is your angle at the center, and it defines that what fraction is this. And as they are mentioning area, so it is with the x by 360 times the area of the entire circle, and we are already given the area of the circle, that is 30 pi, and you need to find the value of x. So pi will be cancelled with pi, as it is paper one, obviously it has to be done. And I have missed one thing. The we have already given the radius, that is 20, so it is 20 square. All right, now make x the subject. So 30 times 360 over 20 square, that is 400. 0 cancelled, 0 cancelled, 4, 9 times 27 would be your angle. All right, difference. Whenever there is a standard form questions and addition and subtraction questions are used, your first thing should be to make the 10 powers equal. And for that purpose, always prefer to make smaller power equal to 10 power 26 to factorize them. And for that purpose, if I'm adding plus 2 in the power, it means I have to move two decimal places on the left side. So difference, so 5.7 minus 0.049 and 10 power 26 is common. So now you can subtract them. For the subtraction of decimal numbers, it is necessary the decimal should be right under the decimal. So to fill up the things, we can use some extra zeros, and after taking carry, it will be 10, this will be 9, this will be 9, this will be 6. So 1, sorry, uh, 10 power 26 was common, and 1, 5, 9, 6.5 should be your answer. Make x the subject. As x is enclosed in the square root, so we need to take squares on both sides. Y square is equal to x plus 2 by 3. Now we need to finish this fraction. For that purpose, 3 could be shifted over here. So your subject would be 3y square minus 2. All right. Congruent is no more in part of our syllabus, so you can leave. Not in syllabus. Fraction functions. For this purpose, you may just write it equal to 10 equal to x and replace your previous x with y. Now if you'll make y the subject, y is basically your inverse. We are supposing it. So this would be, your inverse would be x minus 10 over 7. Find the shaded area. So it is clear that there is a bigger rectangle and smaller, so just subtract them simply. 12 minus 22, 9 minus 8 into, all right, sorry, I was in a hurry, I missed the word similar. For that purpose we will use this formula because I didn't see that there wasn't any breath, so it cannot be done. First of all, we need to, yes, this approach was fine, but we need to find the side first. And since they are similar, so we can find the side by, I think this would may not be used. So find the sides, you can just compare them. Like 12 is the length of the larger rectangle over 8 is the length of smaller rectangle and 9 is the width of larger rectangle. What would be the width of smaller rectangle? In this way you can find the width of smaller rectangle, and that would be if you use 4, 2s are 3s are 3, 3s are, and x would be 6. So this is 6. 12 nines are is 108 minus 48. I think it would be 60. Factorize. You can, if you, now I think I have to rearrange them first because if I'll take y common from here, it would be 7 plus 2x, but the x should go come afterwards. So I am rearranging them, writing minus 21 minus 6x, and your factorization over here would be just 3 minus 3 actually. So minus 3 would be taken common. 7, whenever there is a negative sign before the bracket, your sign inside the bracket will definitely change. So plus 2x. So my final answer would be 7 plus 2x and y minus 3. Uh, this might be using an identity. First of all, factorize 3, you will get a square minus 4b square. Now, this is the square, this is the square. So, as per your identity, a square minus b square is equal to a plus b and a minus b. So, my final factorization would be 3, a plus 2b and a minus 2b. All right, write down the minimum number. This is a upper and lower bound question. Nearest thousand. So this is the typical style of the upper and lower bound question, that the certain number is correct to the nearest certain value. So whatever is that value, you need to half it right at the spot. It is 500, and they are giving you a hint to give the minimum answer. It means you need to find the lower bound. So the lower bound of 36,000 would be 36,000 minus 500. Your answer would be 35,500. Part B. The number of males attending the match is 21,000. Correct to the nearest 500. So 500, nearest 500 means you are making 500's half, that would be 250. And this is the information of males. Find the maximum number of females. Maximum number of females that could be attending the meet. So now we have to do two things over here. That's why you can see it is a three marker. So what could be done? First of all, we need to understand that whenever it is a subtraction involved in the upper and lower bound question, and you have to give the answer in upper bound. So upper bound in the case of subtraction would be something like this. For the first value, your answer should be in upper bound, and for the next value, your answer should be in lower bound. In this case, you can find the maximum value. So obviously, our first value would be our total, and now I have to convert 36,000 to its upper bound by adding 500, but by adding 500 it may be rounded off to the 37,000, so I cannot do that. So I'll just take whatever maximum I can take, so it would be 36,499. This is the maximum I can go upper in case of 36,000, while in the case of lower bound 21,000 will be subtracted, and 250 will be less from it, so it would be 20,750. Now you can just subtract them. Your answer would be 9, 4, 7, 5 and 0, 5, 15749 would be the maximum number of females that could be there. All right, 100 batteries. Fine. Actually, in these type of question, this is always your total frequency. So we need to draw the histogram, and frequency density is involved. It means the intervals would not be same. Your class widths. So let's figure out about the class widths. This is 5, this is 6, this is 9, and this is 20. So we just need to plot it. So what's the formula for frequency density? It is frequency over class width. So for the you may for your own ease may extend the table and add a row. So 10 over 5 to 24 over 6 would be 4, 36 over 9, 4, 30 over 20 would be 1.5. Alright, now let's complete our histogram. So first interval is 10 to 15 and its frequency density is 2. So 10 to 15. If this is 20, this is 10, it has to be 15, and our first bar would be somewhere here. Okay, secondly is done. 15 to 20 is done for us. 50 to 21 actually is done for us. 21 to 34 is your frequency density. So 21 to 30, your height is 4. All right. With the scale, you can draw it neatly, and you must do it neatly. And 30 to 50 is 1.5. 30 to 50, it is 1.5. This would be your center. So this is your histogram. All right. Find the value of A and B. So you may open the bracket and then compare. It is A cube x power 3b is equal to 27 x power 4. So if the place of a cube is 27, you can compare them and take cube root on both sides. So definitely your a is going to be 3. As per your b, you may compare x power 3b to x power 4. When the bases are same, you can remove them. Your b would be 4 by 3 then. Find the coordinates of midpoint. Minus 2 plus 4 is 2 over 2 is 1. 3 plus 7, 10. 10 over 2 is 5. One marker, I think it's enough. Find the locus. Yes, locus is not included, but right now they are actually asking about the equation of the line that is equidistant from AB. So definitely it is a perpendicular bisector they are asking us. So for perpendicular bisector, we already have a midpoint. Let's find the gradient of AB. So it would be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Please be careful with the double negatives. So it will be 4 over 6 or 2 by 3. And what will be the gradient that is perpendicular to it? M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. So simply take a reciprocal and use a minus sign or change the sign. So now let's complete the equation. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. I'll take the coordinates of midpoints at the place of y1 and x1, that is 1 comma 5. So y minus 5 is equal to minus 3 by 2 into x minus 1. 1 comma 5, yes. So now you may simplify it a little bit. So 2y minus 10 would be equal to minus 3x plus 3, and this could be further written as 2y plus 3x is equal to minus 13. Last question, vectors. OB, we need to find OB, and as they say it is a parallelogram. So if this is 3C, this would also AB would also be 3C. So by using this triangle, the resultant OB would be in such form, that is 2A plus 3C. Simple. Find AM, and what is M? Yes, this is M, and have it is midpoint, so they have mentioned it, it's a midpoint of BC. We need to find AM, so this would be your AM. For A, finding AM, I think I need to find BC first, and uh, it is parallelogram, so your CA your CA is 2A, CB is 2A, this thing is 2A. So let's draw a triangle that is required. So I'll be working on this thing. AM is the thing I am finding. This thing is 3C, and this would be minus A. Why minus A? Because entire CB is 2A and its half would be A. So AM would be A to B, then B to M. So 3C minus A. AT. For T, they have given us this information. OT and TB is 2 ratio 1. So OT is 2 parts, TB is 1 part, total would be 3 parts. So you need to find AT. For AT, I'll take this triangle A, T, and this is B. This is 3C, and we do not have anything for AT or TB. Actually, TB is actually a part of OB. So it would be 1/3 of OB, and our OB was 2A plus 3C. So I can write it like your AT would be 3C plus 1 third of one part out of three parts of 2a plus 3c, and as it is a two marker, definitely you need to give in simple, and they have asked us to simplify as well. So it would be 4c plus 2 by 3a. Last part, show that ATM is a straight line. ATM is a straight line. So straight lines mean that it is not moving on left or right or tilting anywhere. It definitely means I have to prove it that uh, these are parallel. So for proving ATM is parallel, your AT, 2 minutes. AT should be some parts of TM. So what do we have? I have AT, and do I have TM? I do have AM. Okay, so AT should be some part of AM, right? So AT should be, or K times AT would be equal to your AM. The whole thing is AM, and this is AT. So let's figure it out. Your AM is 3C minus A. Your AT is 4C plus 2 by 3A. Now, what should I multiply with AT that it should be equal to your AM? So you can see this is a single A and this is a two-third of it. One more thing, why there is a problem with the sign? It should be, the sign should be same. AM AM would be 3C minus A, no problem in this one. And AT AT should be AB plus BT. AB plus BT. Oh, I found my mistake. Actually, we found OB, and OB was this direction, and now I'm using BT, so it has to be a subtraction over here. Subtraction over here, which means it would be 2C. This would be 2C, and this would be minus 2 by 3A. Fine. So this should be 2C and it should be minus. All right. So I can see this is just A and this is two-third of A. So what should I multiply it with? I should multiply it with its reciprocal. So if you multiply it with 3 by 2, see what's gonna happen. It would be 3C minus 2A. So definitely your K is over here is 3 by 2. And as we have proved it that AT is some scalar multiple of AM, so that's why the lines are straight. Thank you.